Hello, I'm Vila Spiderhawk, and I'm going to read an excerpt from Hidden Passages, Tales to Honor the Crones. This book is available for $2.99 at Amazon's Kindle store, at Barnes & Noble's Nook store, and at my website, www.vilaspiderhawk.com. I changed my tactic and appealed directly to Kara, reciting her favorite stories, repeating them the way she always liked, waiting for her to barge into the telling the way she used to do. Between gasps, I crooned snatches of the lullabies that Mother and I had sung as I'd held her in my lap. I reminded her of how noisily she had sucked at my breast, how we'd laughed at her voracity, how we'd smoothed her feathery hair and kissed away the salt of perspiration from her brow as she drifted into full-bellied sleep. I crammed bits of nursery songs into my sobs and retold bedtime stories. As I dug and wept, I recounted all the tales I could remember of the years that we had shared. I lost myself in them. Remember, Kara? Please remember. I had a mantra. I had a chant. I had a prayer to help me dig as my tears and my blood pooled on the ground. I think it took some time for me to realize that I had stopped digging, that my arms were so tired that they lay flaccid and useless by my side. I was slowly oozing into the earth, and when I finally understood that I was in the soil's jaws, I was simply too tired to care. Still breathing fairy songs, still whispering my mantra, still praying to Kara to hear me and remember, I let myself be sucked under, glad to give up my life for the sake of my daughter. I could no longer keen, could no longer wail. My voice had gone to whimpering as the ground closed warmly over my body and I found myself inside. How comforting was the seduction of the loam, so dark and quiet save for the moans. Were they mine? Yes, I think they were, though they resembled the plaints of a wounded beast more than a human sound. Curled into the mud shroud between the olive roots, arms and leg muscles aching, wounded feet and hands throbbing, my head complaining dully with the rhythm of my heart, I lay and for a long time moaned and prayed. But as I succumbed to the enchantment of the dark, my prayer words grubbed into the burrows of oblivion. They'd become so heavy. I was relieved to be rid of them. Eventually, even my last invocation, my daughter's name, wormed away from me. For a very long time, I listened only to my moans, woozing on the trance of their monotony. And then my groaning withered to dust. I was so weary, so very weary. I could no longer bear the weight of my breath, so I surrendered to the dark and let my breath go in a long, silent sigh. I did not bother to inhale again. The dark was as blank as a cadaver's eyes, freed of all thought, of all care for survival, unable even to remember Kara's name. I floated, light as ash, in the narrow grave. Again, this is from Hidden Passages, Tales to Honor the Crones. This book is available for $2.99 at Amazon's Kindle store, at Barnes & Noble's Nook store, and at my website, www.fearlessspiderhawk.com.